Good morning, everyone. I'm Arundhati Tenakon, one of the moderators of the day. Today, we will be discussing about digital transformation. Some of the subtopics that we're hoping to discuss are the digital transformation's impact on businesses, benefits and common challenges they face, and also future trends and future predictions. To talk about this in depth, we have invited a special guest, Ms. Yasar Perera, who has extensive experience in digital transformation as she is a program lead and a senior executive in digital transformation in MAS KREEDA. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. Let's start with the basics. Digital transformation is a word that we hear frequently. It incorporates a broad range of innovations and challenges that companies try to adopt in order to improve their operations. To set off the stage about our discussion, can you please tell us regarding the digital transformation and why is it so crucial for businesses to adapt to this? And also the stance in Sri Lanka or the turning point in Sri Lanka regarding the businesses and its digital transformation.
So thank you so much, Arundhati, and thank you for the introduction as well. So in terms of digital transformation, it has become a buzzword, like you correctly mentioned. Although digital transformation, we call it as digital, it's more of a process transformation is what we anticipate as companies. So it's more about how you transform your ways of processing or the processes that you already have in place by using digital as an enabler to make sure that we are achieving the values and delivering that value to the customers. So that's basically digital transformation in a nutshell. And if I'm to talk about the stance in Sri Lanka, or the turning point, I think for many SMEs, this pandemic situation was a turning point because only the large scale companies or the multinationals had the ability to invest in those technologies and move ahead at a faster rate compared to the SMEs. But then again, with this pandemic, it has become a necessity rather than a nice to have thing, which was in the past years. So I'd say those were some key milestones in Sri Lanka also, and how companies are seeing the value of it or the importance of it is we have to stay competitive with the partners or the competitors. So for us to be competitive, it has become a survival requirement as digital. So that's why we are incorporating that to our business strategies, business vision, and having digital transformation at the forefront of our businesses.
Thank you for your clear explanation. Building that, we know digital transformation has spread various sectors. We see this transformation driven by multiple factors, including advancement in technology, evolving customer expansions, and competitive pressures. Ms. Yasara, can you discuss what are the primary drivers and how these drivers are influencing the adoption of digital transformation across different sectors?
So yeah, I think that's a great question. So in terms of the sectors which digital transformation is affected, I can say like every sector is having to adopt digital transformation as a part and parcel of their job. So in terms of the sectors, if we are considering the Sri Lankan context, it's mainly the banking sector is way ahead, and then the manufacturing sector is another one who's investing significant amounts in digital transformation and embedding that to their business strategies and vision. So those are a few areas. And when we consider the drivers of digital transformation, as per McKinsey as well, so we see people as the core of this transformation. So people sit at the core of this transformation. So they are the biggest driver. We have to make sure the people are equipped with proper skill sets. We have to make sure the upskillings are provided to them and the tools and necessary infrastructure are provided to them. And then we can focus on the processes where we can understand what are the processes that can be transformed with digital as an enabler, and then how are we going to transform that without impacting, the core business functions that we have. And then comes the technologies, of course, the cool stuff like VR, the robotics and everything. So that comes as the last driver. So those are the key drivers that we consider during the digital transformation.
Ms. Saka, when we moving on to business, digital transformation significantly change and how the companies operate and compete. Can you share some insight how the digital transformation has changed the way business function and the kind of benefit that they are seeing from it?
Okay. So in terms of benefits, like I initially also mentioned, so it's more of a process transformation, how we use digital to enable those process transformations. So we are seeing many benefits in terms of dollar value savings also. and also touch point reduction or the activity levels reduction. So whatever things that we can do with a proper logic or a repetitive nature of work, we can automate those tasks, and then with that automation we are bringing many man hour savings, and we are bringing touch point reduction or activity reduction. So that's the key benefits that we are grasping from digital transformation. For us to achieve a dollar value saving or a cost saving in the long run, we would need some investments also going hand in hand with the same. So having those investments in place with AI and it's the RPAs and let's say the applications or the custom applications and systems connecting and talking to each other, like using IoTs and the integrations, would be enabling us to have that end-to-end visibility, end-to-end connectivity throughout the value stream, and that will give the traceability aspect to the customers and the accuracy aspect to the customers. So those are the key benefits that we see in terms of a business.
Okay, madam. Despite the benefits, digital transformation comes with its own set of challenges. What are some common obstacles businesses face during their digital transformation efforts, and how can they overcome their challenges?
So if I'm to talk about the challenges, yes, digital transformation has its own perks and the challenges as well. So when it comes to digital transformation, what we identified as the key challenge is that resistance to change. So whenever there's something new, it's human nature for us to resist that change. So digital comes as a bigger portion of the change where it scares some of the people. And in terms of automation, sometimes they believe the jobs are gonna taken away with the technologies coming in, rather than seeing it as an enabler to enhance their skill sets or the capabilities that they currently have. They could see it as a threat. So that has been one big challenge that throughout the digital transformation journey. And then the other one is the funding. So as you know, the technologies and the machineries, the hardwares and everything, they come at a very high price. So not everyone can afford to buy those technologies. So those are the two main things that we identify as the challenges or the constraints that we have faced today. And in terms of how to overcome that is getting that leadership buy-in or organizational leaders passion towards digital and them seeing the importance of digital, and in the long run what are the benefits that it's going to bring us, could be one point where we can get those fundings in place. And in terms of the change management, there are many approaches that we can try. So one thing I'll just brief, one strategy that we are using is that evangelist approach, where we have like a believer in digital in each department, whom we pick and then educate the capabilities of digital and try to bring that message through that evangelist network. So I'd say those are few things that we do, and continuously letting them see the benefit is another way of how to tackle.
Thank you for your explanation, Ms. Perera. Moving on, digital transformation is an ongoing journey, I would say, and the landscape is constantly evolving. Keeping ahead these trends is crucial for staying ahead in the market. So, what are the emerging trends or the key developments in digital transformation? What are the emerging trends or the key developments in digital transformation that businesses should be aware of?
So I think, yes, you're spot on. So staying ahead of the competition is the ideal way to make sure that we are getting the benefits and that competitive edge is gained. I'd say some of the ways we can stay ahead is knowing what the other companies are doing, always keeping your eyes and ears open to whatever is happening around you globally. Let it be your competitor companies, or let it be companies such as McKinsey, Gartner, and like the Harvard Business Review. So those kind of top class or the global organizations, they always do R&Ds, and they always do what is coming new and what is coming our way. So keeping an alert on those articles and channels would be one way to stay ahead of it. And I'd say a new trend that we are seeing is failing fast. So as soon as you try it out and as soon as you fail, the more chances that you might have. So most people are with the fear of failing. They do not want to start many initiatives, but failing fast has become a trend where people are encouraging leaders to try out or take bold risks in terms of digital transformation. And in terms of very key specific technologies, maybe IoT, and RPAs are coming into play at a rate. And then with the AI's enhancements, we are seeing ChatGPT like tools launching ChatGPT 5, which is a large language model with many data. And yeah, and in terms of computing also, we are seeing edge computing, quantum computing, and blockchain still being at the forefront.
Thank you, Ms. Pereira. It is clear that digital transformations are a complex yet essential journey when it comes to modern businesses. Before we wrap up, do you have any advice that you can give for the businesses embarking on digital transformation journey?
Um, I think, like I previously mentioned, so failing fast and taking bold risks could be two things. But I know, given the nature of the availability of the fundings that they can invest in terms of digital, could limit their scope or the boundaries that they can go further. But then again, having to start somewhere in digital for every organization is very crucial, because in very near future it's going to be a necessity. So if you do not have digital, you simply won't survive in the market. It won't be a nice to have thing in the future. So failing fast and trying out things fast to understand what works for your organization and what are the areas that you can enter this digital transformation journey could be a tip that I would say for the SMEs or the new organizations who are seeking to get into that journey. And what we need to understand is there's going to be disappointment, there's going to be challenges. So it's going to be a journey. It won't happen overnight. It will take time. And be patient with that journey, and make sure you have the right skill set and you have the right people with the proper attitude to drive that transformation. And then think about the technologies and the fundings as the latter thing.
I believe that was very fruitful, ma'am. So we have covered a lot of ground today, from what digital transformation is to the impact on businesses, their challenges and benefits as well. It has been a delightful discussion, ma'am. Thank you for your time and expertise. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity, and hope this inspires
With us,
people out there.
with us.